only 7 weeks away, and Arthur Albiston, Manchester United's left-back, is in Scotland's squad for next Wednesday's match in Belfast, his first full international recognition. While the Brighton number 3, Sammy Nelson, is again in the Northern Ireland party, hoping to climax his career with a World Cup place in Spain. Brighton have only won 1 of their last 9 games, but Mike Bailey keeps an unchanged team. Captain Steve Foster is in the England party for the match in Cardiff on Tuesday. So too are Ray Wilkins and Brian Robson, but Steve Coppell has withdrawn and joins the Manchester United injury list, which also includes Gary Birtles and Lou Macari. But an interesting choice at substitute today, 16 years old Norman Whiteside, who will be in the FA Youth Cup final on Monday night against Watford, and who was discovered by Bob Bishop, the same Belfast scout who first spotted George Best. The referee this afternoon is Dave Letts of Basingstoke. On a ground where they twice won last season in the league and in an FA Cup replay, Robson starts the match with a shot for Manchester United. There's Moran. There's Wilkins. Oh, it's a good ball, and McGarvey was pulled back by Foster, and that's surely a caution for the recently capped England centre-half and Brighton captain. That was a deliberate piece of pulling back by Steve Foster on Scott McGarvey. Wilkins and Moran around the ball. There's a two-man Manchester United wall as well. The shot was by Robson, and Shanks didn't get the ball away, Foster did. Of an early booking like that for a defender is that Foster in this case has to be very careful not to offend again. There's Robson. Wilkins to Stapleton, a well-delivered pass. Giving Manchester United opportunities here to push players forward. Wilkins once more. Foster comes out. Gary Stevens. Oh, it's a fine ball for Andy Ritchie. Robinson, the only player in the centre. It's over his head. Here's McNabb. Offside flag up, not seen by the referee. In the circumstances, it didn't really matter. But Brighton pressing forward here with Nelson. Gatting. McNabb. And still the linesman flags. Referee's waved him away this time. Ritchie. Ryan. Jimmy Case, crowd wanting a shot. Here's McNabb, and here's Stevens. Shanks. Yes. Robinson is coming in. The corner given. Highlight of that spell of Brighton attacking was a very good ball by Gary Stevens through to Andy Ritchie, and it put Manchester United in a tricky position which they never quite got out of until they conceded the corner. Gatting stretching on the near post, put back in by Nelson, on by Stevens. Here's Ritchie, not quite to Robinson, although it was close. by Grimes. Robson coming forward well. Stevens. Jimmy Case. McNabb hoping to loft it on to Ryan. Kidman the defender. Robson beating McNabb there and finding Stapleton. McGarvey's off in the centre here, waiting for support now. It's coming from all directions. 6 Manchester United players forward. Robson with the shot, hits the woodwork. Duxbury. The cross was harmless, but the shot which came earlier from Brian Robson certainly wasn't. How well he struck that, and how well he's played in this opening period today, pushing forward from midfield, just underlining what an all-round international player he's now become. Strong in the tackle, but also very dangerous when he moves forward. Wilkins. Grimes. Augustin. On by Stapleton. Grimes coming forward. Oh, that swerved. Really swerved from Ashley Grimes. Significantly, a player who Brighton and Hove Albion wanted to sign earlier in the season and may still wish to do so. Ritchie doing some good covering back. There he is. Gatting looks to release Robinson. The forward play hasn't been incisive enough so far to open up either defence. That, frankly, is the story of the first half. Here's McNabb. Ritchie hoping to set things up for Ryan. Stevens is coming in on this post and headed out, and Stevens couldn't beat Bailey to the rebound. And Grimes finally forces the ball away. McQueen helping his goalkeeper after Stevens had come in very dangerously onto the cross. Corner by Jimmy Case. Against Shanks. This is Watson. That wasn't a very tidy challenge at all. And McQueen gets up well. Well, now then, dangerous play. Scott McGarvey going for a spectacular overhead kick, and his foot was so high that what happened in the penalty area rather took away from the fact that Gordon McQueen was also stunned by a collision. Jimmy Case trying to get Robinson away. Stoppage time at the end of the first half then. Wilkins for Manchester United. Robson. Not a particularly distinguished first half in terms of excitement, but Brian Robson, with that fulminating shot after 24 minutes, rattled the woodwork at one end, and Gary Stevens came close, sneaking in at the far post for Brighton at the other. But at half-time, Brighton 0, Manchester United 0. That gentleman with the white hair is a Brighton season ticket holder, and he also happens to be a local clergyman and father of the commentator. Brighton get the second half underway, looking for a lift after 3 consecutive defeats, all away from home, admittedly, since they beat Arsenal here. Gathered from the dressing room that Gordon McQueen may have broken his nose following a header that he put in late in the first half, when attention was caught by Mugabe's overhead kick which followed. McQueen was treated then for a facial injury and was treated again at half-time, but it may be broken. Here's Gidman. Having said that, McQueen is lined up alongside Moran in his normal position. This is Ryan. Oh, it was too far ahead of Ritchie, but just a possibility of a Brighton opening there, and there haven't been many. Duxbury. Brian Robson making a strong run forward. It's coming shorter now. Knocking it off for Stapleton. And that was Gatting. Stapleton on the near post. And Foster in trouble, and Stapleton, and Grimes was the man coming in last. The ball was too fine for him, but Stapleton just got a sight of goal there, and that's been the way that Frank Stapleton's luck has gone. In a better spell for a goal scorer, those might well go in. Crowd wanting the pace to be increased, and I think they're entitled to feel that way. That's a lovely ball by Stevens to Ritchie. It was almost as though the crowd demanded that. The game had gone through a very quiet spell, and then suddenly Gary Stevens delivered a lovely through pass to Andy Ritchie, who's often scored against his old club, in fact 3 times last season in 4 meetings. But as he closed in there, he drove over. Well, I'll resist comparisons with young Manchester United players of the past. That wouldn't be fair on Norman Whiteside, but Matt Busby used to throw them in young when they were known as the Busby Babes. And here he is, not 17 until the 7th of May. An Irish lad coming on for his first taste of league football. He's replaced number 11, Mike Duxbury. Driven back by Foster. Played by Jerry Ryan. Ritchie inside. That was Grimes who was in the way. Stapleton. Now Wilkins with the shot. It's in! Well, Ray Wilkins has scored at last for Manchester United. What a long wait it's been for him. I promised him before the match I wouldn't say more than 2 years, so I'll just say his last goal for United was back in April of 1980 against Spurs. But at last he puts an end to that barren run. The ball pulled back to him in space, struck well in the corner, and that'll be a tremendous load off the shoulders of the England midfield man. It came 3 minutes from the end. He has scored twice for England in the intervening period. But the Manchester United supporters will be almost as glad to see that one go in as he is.